This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Jeddah here. It's fight week. Usyk versus Joshua 2. I'm joined by Irani Nelson, aka Shaki.
I know what your plan is. Your plan is to upset Eddie again, isn't it?
Mate, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? I've just got here. Why are you blaming me? I've just got here.
You're Mr. AFL. So let's see how it rolls. You're upsetting Eddie. Stop doing that, man. Stop doing that.
Well, listen. All I'll say is, as you brought it up, I didn't even bring this up. I was going to talk to you about your career.
I was in the toilet, man. You were stood behind me. Johnny, come on, Johnny. What? Come on.
No, that never happened. Come on. What's the thing here? Because yesterday you were being talked about more than the main two fighters in certain aspects of social media.
Shall I tell you why? Clickbait. It's taking a sentence and putting it there to get people to look into something. Look at what I said. So people are just getting gassed about
Recap, if people don't know, what did you specifically say?
I can't remember. Just rerun it. Have a look. I know what I said, and I think how people are taking it. Eddie and co are taking it that I said AJ should retire if you lose. I never said that. Look at the interview. When you look at the interview, you understand what I'm saying. I'm looking at mindset. Let me give you an example. When I was world champion and I eventually became world champion, I believed I was the best in the world. If I'd have lost that title and had a rematch and lost that rematch, I then knew I wasn't the best in the world and so I knew there was someone in my division that could deal with me. So then it changes your mindset, your motivation. Certain fighters are happy to stay in the division and stay there to be an also run. I wasn't. That wasn't in my mindset. I also believe, it's just my opinion, that's AJ's mindset. I could be wrong. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people. I'm not saying he should retire, I'm just saying the way he is, the kind of guy he seems to come across, he doesn't seem to be that kind of guy to think, you know what, I'm not staying about to be an also run. Look at, when was the last time Wilder boxed? Wilder box was against Tyson Fury.
October last year.
Okay, so and we've not heard Jack Diddley. Tyson Fury apparently has retired. Now Wilder's talking about coming back into the game again. Wilder's got more money than you or I could ever spend. So it's not about the dough, it's about the drive, the ambition. But Wilder knows Tyson Fury is there. Now Tyson Fury's gone, he's talking about coming back again. So you've got to understand, if you're in the division and you're a true fighter, you think to yourself, I want to be the best no matter what, and you know there's somebody else got your number, I personally would say, chum, I'm done. I'm out of there. That's what I personally do. So I attributed that to probably AJ's mindset. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he'd do. But I was talking it from a fighter's point of view. So people watching this aren't thinking it from a fighter's point of view. And it's no disrespect to people like, I don't know, Derek Chisora, who will box no matter what because he loves to fight. You know, it's no disrespect to him. What I'm saying is, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm assuming AJ's not that kind of guy. I could be wrong, I could be right.
Okay. What do you think about Hearn's comments yesterday regarding the push from Sky Sports towards Joshua?
I don't know where that come from. I have no idea where that come from. You know, and you can't have all the best sweets, man. You know, so if you set up your own empire, then why would you expect another empire to come and help you set it up? You understand? So if Hearn's pushing his fighters and doing what he's doing. Eddie Hearn is the best promoter in the world. I will always give him props for that. The best. You know, he has all the chat, he's got everything about him, the best in the world, and he's established that. So why would he want or complain about Sky not pushing his product? And Sky are not pushing his product. Sky have their own product to push. This is just my opinion. So what I'm saying is, I don't understand what the problem is.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Do you think if Joshua hadn't signed this long-term deal with DAZN after this fight this weekend, that the approach from Sky Sports or the campaign, the marketing, promotion would have been tailored differently?
Well, the business side of it is this. This wasn't signed, sealed, to be delivered until late in the day. So Sky couldn't do anything until it was signed, sealed, and officially, legally, there to be delivered. That is just what I think. I ain't the businessman. You know, this is what I think. So what I'm saying to you is, they can only push something that's theirs. So once it's theirs, they start pushing it, and that's what they're doing.
So you haven't noticed anything differently? So his comments you don't really know where he's coming from, you said.
No, I don't. Listen. He's putting on some amazing fights. Ben against Eubank, wicked fights. He's got his own house to deal with. You know, don't be looking over the next fence saying, why aren't you guys doing this? Why aren't you cutting your grass? And why aren't you doing my side of the fence? Deal with your own garden.
You didn't really like being called a company man. I mean, I've called you a company man before.
I actually find it funny because I'm getting company man. I'm either Eddie's company man or Sky's company man. The problem is this: if you're in this job, what I'm in, I'm talking from a fighter's perspective, an ex-fighter's perspective, an ex-champion. I'm asked for my opinion. I give my opinion. Now, if my opinion doesn't suit you or your viewers or anybody else, it's an opinion. That's my opinion. I will stand there and argue my case with anybody. I ain't saying this to, I might say one or two things to throw a bit of a grenade in there. But what I'm saying is when I'm getting called a company man, okay, was I a company man when I big up Eddie's fighters? I don't get it. I've been classed as a company man, a racist for picking a black fighter over a white fighter, a coconut for picking a white fighter over a black fighter. You can't please everybody. All you've got to have is your opinion. And if you give your opinion, people have to, like it or not, they've got to respect it. And that's how you drop it.
Do you know what? For my 2 pence worth in this, I would say, and I'll joke about it, but I would say definitely you are not a company man. I don't think you are. I really don't think you are. I think
it makes me chuckle. I don't mind the roasting. I get it, and I do get it. But I actually don't mind. It don't make no difference. They're opinions. But I must admit, the reaction last night was rather interesting.
Have you spoke to Eddie? Have you seen Eddie since?
I actually, funny enough, I bumped into him in the lift. Well, we were going in the lift. I was going down. He was going.
What's this?
Straight after the thing yesterday, and he said all right, and that's it. Eddie's cool, man. He's all right. He's just got his job to do, and so I don't think it's directed at me. I think it's directed at the situation. I'm just the fall guy. People have said, well, wait. Even Darren Barker says. Darren Barker works for DAZN or Eddie. He said, Usyk's unbeatable. I can't see him being beaten. You guys filmed it. You know what I mean? So am I a company man? Because I'm trying to push AJ's thing, because AJ's my boy and I'm trying to push him. I'm trying to look for every excuse to tell you why he'd win. So how's that sit there? What's Darren Barker? You understand? That's just throwing a little hand grenade in there. What I'm saying to you is, everybody has their opinion. It's just an opinion. But when people have never fought argue with people that have fought and been there to the very top, then I will stand there and argue with the best of them.
Right or wrong? If you think you're right, you're right.
True that. But you know what? I wouldn't try and tell Eddie to do his job. I think he does a brilliant job. And if I upset him, I apologise. But that's just how it is.
Do you anticipate this week being at all frosty in that kind of the dynamics of DAZN and Sky, or not?
Not really, no. I honestly don't. It's not to do with us lot on the ground. This is business to guys in the office, and not really. I think the whole of the Matchroom team. They're a cool bunch. It's always been a cool bunch. So, unfortunately, the people on the ground are the cannon fodder. And if you can deal with it, you can deal with it. If you can't, you can't. But I think people are trying to build some kind of beef between Sky and Matchroom. If there's a beef and I don't know about it, then tell me. But as far as I'm concerned, I think everybody's pretty cool. Frank Smith was sat down. We had a coffee the other day. Everybody sat down at the table, chatting, having a bit of banter. I don't know. I think people are trying to build something out of nothing.
Well, listen, it's all irrelevant. What happens in the ring on Saturday is what counts. So, yeah, Sky Sports box office. If you're not here, it's only Tuesday. I'm going to interview you every day. Every day.
How come you've just got here? How come you just arrived? Where have you been?
I arrived last night. I arrived in the middle of the arrival.
All right, no problem. You're looking happy, man.
Have you got anything else?
Wait.
Yeah, I know.
That's love. That's love right there. Or fatherhood.
Cheers. You were saying it to me because I said that you put on weight the other day.
No, I didn't hear that. Yeah. Did you say I put on weight?
Yeah. When you had that tight spandexy thing on, body paint thing.
I'm up there, G. You look at them guns.
Mate, do you know what? Yeah. I was saying to my mum the other day. Yeah. For like 67, Johnny Nelson's in fantastic shape.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad, I've punched him a few more times.
There's 5 blokes outside my front door, can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.